What's going on, everybody? We'll change up the seating here because this one wants me to run the show tonight.
She's always bitching. No, I'm just kidding. Whoever it is.
No, this is your show. You're
The reason I wanted her to moderate is because I think she can keep the flow of the show going. So, and she will tell me to move on, and she'll give me that look. If you've seen it before, you've seen the look she gives me when it's like, shut the fuck up. So that's why I'm gonna have her moderate tonight. Plus,
No, Yeti.
we got the picks out. I got the pick sheet done for her so that it's more easily manageable. So all she
Right.
has to do is put numbers in and we're good to go. So she's going to do that. We're going to talk about the. Go ahead. I'll be back in just a minute, guys. Trying to take over the show again. Go ahead.
JP and I are not alone. We have our usual panelists with us. We got Rayshawn and our in-house referee of Tim. How are you guys doing tonight?
Doing pretty good. Tired, very tired, but I'm doing all right.
Yeah, I know that feeling, right, Sean. I'm always tired. But I'm good.
Yeah, you can't hear him that well because he's sitting so far away now. And I can't move because this one needs to be up my ass all the fucking time. We got 2 whole weeks to go over. So we're going to try and keep this short and sweet by going over last week's games as quickly as we can. And it's week 2 we need to go over, right?
Yes.
Yeah, week 2 and week 3 we got to review.
Okay. See if I can get you guys on Discord to see it, at least, so we can all keep track together.
Together.
Does that load as just a blank screen, or are you seeing what I'm seeing?
I'm about to look. It's a blank screen.
Of course. I fucking hate Excel and its privacy mode. It won't let me share it. Alright, so fuck that. We'll get started with the games, which shall be quite interesting in and of itself, considering some of the wins and some of the losses.
A lot of.
Yeah, this year I think is going to be the year of the underdog story, but not quite getting the underdog there. I'm not talking about the Eagles, but
we're going to talk about your Eagles.
you need to move closer because they can't really hear you.
Hold on.
Yearly, what the fuck is going on?
He's trying to put his sweatshirt on. Watch out, Wendy.
It's been a weird couple of weeks. It's been a weird start to the year, and I'm not talking about Green Bay. Jacksonville is the story, and Philadelphia. And we're going to talk about those two teams. Not ad litem. I mean, Rayshawn can talk about them ad litem, but I'm not going to delve in. It's too early in the season to say that the Eagles are the best team in the league. I disagree with that statement. They haven't played anybody.
Not yet, anyway. But we're going to start off with the first game, and that was Chargers at the Chiefs. Of course, Chiefs won that one, but I didn't get to watch much of the games because, of course, this was while JP was away, and Wendy controls every electronic device in the house.
I did not get to either. I was working too much.
Did either of you catch the game at any point?
I did watch week 2, but I can't remember what happened. This was a Thursday game too.
Yeah,
I did watch
Thursday night.
this game. Justin Herbert got hurt.
Yes, he did. I remember
Broke his ribs. He's got broken ribs. So he didn't play this last week, and I think it hindered the Chargers. I think the Chargers are one of the better teams in the AFC this year.
I think they stay healthy.
I think they needed him to get healthy. So there's that. The defense for the Chargers can carry them for a couple of weeks.
Against most teams, yes, they can. Few teams they won't be able to carry them. Against the majority of teams, I agree, will be able to.
Right.
Are you sure that the Chargers is the better team in the AFC this year?
I think they're better than the Chiefs. And if you've seen, what was the score of the game? It was a close game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a close. I think it was down by a field goal, a touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it was a one-score game.
I think the Chargers are going to be the better team. I think
For the
they're
long
pretty
haul, yeah.
for the long haul. If they can get Justin Herbert healthy, without Justin Herbert, the Chargers are going to struggle.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next game. Dolphins at Ravens.
Next game,
Yeah, next game.
I think people are reading too
We
much
gotta
into this.
talk about this.
I think people are reading too much into this.
I think it was just a matter of Ravens coming in expecting the original Dolphins team and realized too late that, oh shit, this is not the same Dolphins team that it used to be.
I think it
You're
is the same.
nailing it. You're nailing it.
I don't think the Dolphins are that good.
I don't think they're that bad either.
I don't think
saying it's all Tua.
I don't think they're that bad, but I don't think they're that good.
They are they are a better team than what they used to be.
Well,
I could say that.
I can't disagree with that, but I don't think they're. I think it was a matter that the Ravens were up 28 to what?
No, they were up 23-7 at one.
28 to no, they were up 28 7 because they lost 31 to 28.
Okay.
And I think that's right.
No, 42-38.
No,
Oh my god.
it was like 3 points.
Nah, it was pretty big. That's what she said.
No, because the Miami Dolphins had to score a last second touchdown in order to win. Let's see more.
More butts? What?
Hear that?
There we go.
I know it wasn't like a blowout.
42-38.
42 to 38.
That's what he
So
Yeah,
said.
that was a
I thought you
slugfest.
said 38 to 22. I can't. Sorry. They had to score a touchdown. It was a
Yes.
last second touchdown. It wasn't like the Dolphins were dominating the Ravens. The Ravens were actually kicking the shit out of the Dolphins. And I think the Ravens just said, yeah, we're going to take it easy. And then it happened. It happens. It
It's
happens.
it's the fact that, and don't get me wrong, I would never shit on the Ravens. It's the fact that the Dolphins came back. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And they
Well,
fit.
yes. But I don't think if the Ravens of 2 or 3 years ago, I don't think this game would have been even close. I think they got lazy and got caught with their pants down around their fucking ankles.
I
And
would
that's
say
what
lazy. I
Oh,
would say complacent.
you don't go up 28 to 7 and quit.
I mean, I
This
saw it
is the
happen a couple of
NFL.
times.
This is the NFL. This isn't fucking Pee Wee League football. That's all I'm saying. Do I think the Ravens are the better team? Absolutely. They're better. They're better than the Dolphins. I don't think the Dolphins are that good that they can come back like this. They're not. And is Tua the answer?
No.
No. I still don't buy it. I still don't buy him. Who did they play? Yes, they came back and beat the Ravens because the Ravens just said, "Fuck it, we're up 20%. We don't even worry about it." And
They
then
also play the
I
Bills.
guarantee it. It does not happen again.
I
The
mean,
only
it
other thing
probably
I'm
won't, but we could only talk about what happened.
No, you're right.
right,
You're
right,
right,
but
Sean. I'm not disputing that fact. My point is the Ravens quit. They quit playing. And the Dolphins just capitalized on the Ravens just saying, fuck it,
Right.
we're done. That's all I'm saying. I don't think the Dolphins are that good that they can actually come back from 28 to 7 if a team is trying. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't think the Ravens. I think the Ravens just quit.
it could also be that their defense, the Ravens' defense, suffered another injury during the game, and
Did
that
they?
opened a hole. I don't know.
See, I don't know.
I know one of the players that's on the Ravens is out for the rest of the season because he tore an ACL.
Well,
Oof.
okay. Well, I don't know, but I don't think the Ravens. I think they just quit. I don't think the Dolphins are better than the Ravens, and I don't think the Dolphins are that good that they can come back from that.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I agree off it. It's not because of Tua.
I mean, Tua's an okay quarterback, but he's not a superstar.
No.
He's being helped because of the talent he has.
He's what?
He's being helped because of the talent he has around him.
Some of it, not all of it.
He still has to throw the ball.
I know, but when you have pass catchers like Jalen Waddle,
I don't think Jalen Waddle is that fucking good. He's good. He's an Alabama guy.
yeah,
Right? Every fucking year, you're gonna see it with the fucking Alabama Crimson Tide. Their quarterback is gonna be in the Heisman hunt because they have fucking 5-star players everywhere.
yep,
There's a difference between Alabama Open and NFL Open. Until Tua starts throwing the ball down the field,
We're not gonna
I
know.
don't give two fucking shits. Because even on that pass play that he had to Tyreek Hill against the Ravens, he underfucking threw it.
oh yeah,
Underthrew it. The
Mm-hmm.
kid is not as good as everybody thinks he is.
no, I'm just saying the talent around him is
Just like
helping him
Stafford.
to look better
It's
than.
making him look better than what he actually is.
I don't know about that. Because I don't think Tyreek Hill. I mean, that's all I'm going to say. Do you think he's a better player than Devontae Adams?
No,
I mean, the way things is going.
Well, we'll get there when we get there.
we'll get to that
Because
one.
that's week 3 games that we got quite a bit to uncover.
Is when it started.
Yeah. Next game, we have Jets at the Browns. How about Jets' first win of the season?
Yeah, the Jets. And I was the only one that picked that game. The Browns suck.
I mean, the Browns defeated themselves. The Browns was definitely willing and winning, and I was pulling for the Browns. But
I don't think
I think they.
should have won last week.
I don't think they should have either.
I don't know.
They did, but they shouldn't.
They Cleveland themselves.
They're
I don't
going
know.
to
I
choke up
really thought they was
eventually.
gonna win.
Oh, trust me, Ration. The Browns are very good.
I'm of the mindset that they're
agree.
failing in this season.
I agree. The Browns is really not that good, but sometimes you just go like, okay.
Well, that's been the Browns since Baker Mayfield's first signed on.
The Jets aren't that good either. So
I'm of the mindset the Browns are mailing this season because
Yes.
Watson's basically suspended.
Yes, and the Jets are only doing as good as they are, I believe, because of Joe Flacco. Having an actual experienced quarterback taking the field for them this time. I don't think so either. I don't know. It's one way to kill him. But yeah, first game win for the Jets this season so far. I say it's because of Joe Flacco, and once he goes back to being QB2, I think they're going back to losing. Next game, Commanders at the Lions, and the Lions won this game pretty handily, I would say.
I think the Commanders
They trash.
No, I don't think they're trash.
They're one of the teams that's going through some major turmoil between the entire organization.
That's fine. That's fine.
It all started at the prior to the.
Get them out of my division. Get them out.
The thing about the Lions, is they don't quit.
Right.
Yes.
No, they don't.
Dan Campbell is the coach that they've been waiting for what, 15 years?
Yes.
Something like that.
Since no, it wasn't the Lions. That was the Jets. Sorry. I was gonna say Rex Ryan, but he was Jets.
Yeah, Rex coached the Jets.
This is another team.
Next game. I'm sorry. What was that, Rachel?
I was gonna say the Lions. It's another team. Just like the Dolphins. I don't know, man. I hear you, JP, but they just might make a little dent this year. I'm not saying they're gonna be all like
they're not making the playoffs.
They'll get to
make a little dent.
No. They're gonna get up to 2 weeks before the playoffs and then just fall the fuck apart.
Let me tell you something about the Dolphins. Them beating the Bills last week means shit to me because the Bills didn't have any of their players. They were depleted. They had a depleted roster.
And half their lineup, half their defense is
now, I will say this: if the Bills were to lose to the Dolphins with their
Mm-hmm.
full complement of players,
Then there's
then
something
I
there.
might say, okay, the Ravens were kind of depleted too. Because yes, they were up 28-7, but they don't have that shutdown run game that
Because Gus Edwards is still out, Paul Stanley
Mm-hmm.
is still out. You got also on defense side, you got Marcus Peters who's still out with his knee injury. So
look, I'm not saying the Dolphins aren't good. They almost made the playoffs last year.
yes, they did.
They went 9-8. Are they going to go 10-7 this year? Or are they going to stay 9-8? That's where I think they're at.
yeah, they're a fringe playoff team.
They are. All right. Next game, we got Colts at the Jaguars.
Colts fucking suck.
Because that game was a complete shutout.
As Alpha put it in the
24 to nothing.
as Alpha put it in the Discord, they are up for being the new worst team in the NFL.
They are.
No, they are the worst team in the NFL.
They're up for being.
Worst team in the NFL, and I'll say it, and I'll continue to say it, is the Bears.
Bears.
You
I just
think
like saying
so?
that. It sounds funny.
Do I think so?
Bears.
Yes, I know so. Either that or 49ers.
That's actually a pretty close one too. So they might be better now that Jimmy Garoppolo's.
They lost to the Broncos.
That takes work. The Broncos are so dysfunctional right now.
That is true.
All right.
The Raiders might be the worst team in the NFL.
And
Yeah.
that's all on fucking Derek Carr's head right there because of what we're going to talk about when we get to that game.
I'll talk about it when we get
Yep.
Yeah. Buccaneers at Saints. This game was all Buccaneers.
Well, it wasn't.
Actually, it wasn't. Yeah.
It wasn't. It was all Saints until the fourth quarter happened. And
Yeah.
Buccaneers defense did everything.
I
Yep.
felt like after that fight, the Saints couldn't even recover from that.
Which plays into this past week with what happened.
Yeah.
Is that fight with the Saints? That's all on fucking Mike Evans. He should be fired.
Well, I can see what. No, they are not going to.
They're not cutting him. That we all know.
So I will say this. I think he was defending his quarterback, but here's the thing. He got suspended because he's done this more than one time.
Repeat
Mm.
the repeat
He's a
offender.
repeat offender. And look, they always get the guy that retaliates.
Right.
They did.
Don't fucking retaliate.
So Brady ain't do nothing.
Lattimore did the shit on fucking purpose because he knew he could get under Mike Evans' skin. And it worked. Mike Evans got suspended because he's a fucking idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Right player, he's a fucking idiot.
Especially
Yep.
for him to
Now-
walk over to midfield and fucking body check that dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, granted, I'm of the mindset that in these situations they should make it so that you can review it to get all parties involved. But
I mean, that's just too much fucking time.
no, I'm not talking in game.
With them reviewing fights, that just takes too much fucking time because if they're gonna
No.
review fights, listen to me, if they're gonna review fights, they're gonna kick everybody out, and then the game's gonna end up ending right there.
JP, I'm not saying in game. I'm saying after the game.
You keep cutting out, Tim.
I do.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
No, it's
fine.
okay.
But he also was not finished with his point either. So you just jumped in on
I'm
top of it.
saying after the game review it.
Oh, but
That's what I'm saying.
They do that. They do that now.
Mm,
They do it.
yeah, but they still sometimes get it wrong.
Yeah, they
hear
do.
you. NFL referees and the officials get a lot of shit wrong.
We know that.
All right, next game: Panthers at Giants.
The Giants are in the same boat with the Dolphins and the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, this game was only separated by a field goal.
Yep.
19 to 16 Giants. So both teams fought hard for this game for it to be so low scoring.
I just want to say, I think what's this kid name? Mayfield found his team. I think he fit well with the Panthers right now.
Hmm?
Yeah.
He's not going to be there for very long.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's there to get some semblance of organization back, and then he's gone.
I don't think they're going to resign him.
He's too injury prone.
No, he's not a very good quarterback.
But he loves doing commercials.
Yeah.
Yep, don't get me fucking started. That's where I started having a problem with the guy. He was doing all these commercials. I'm like, dude, you're more worried about what you're fucking doing for a commercial than actually performing on the field.
I would say that's what.
The guy is a LeBron James. He thinks he's good. Well, there's a difference. LeBron James is really good.
Yeah, but
Thinks he's really good. He's not.
yeah. I think LeBron would have been it.
Will die on the Sam Darnold hill. I think Sam Darnold is a better quarterback than he is.
Damn.
Not by much, but close.
All right, next
Ouch.
game. Oh, sorry, very Sean.
No, I said ouch.
Next game, we got Patriots at Steelers. Not
good
very.
on the
I mean, and
Steelers.
this game, again, another game separated by just a field
How
goal.
good are the Steelers really?
Not very good because they don't have Big Ben.
How good is the AFC North really?
It's shit right now.
Yeah. They have, Patriots
No more-
aren't that good this year.
No more further questions, JP.
How good are the Eagles really this year?
Come on, man.
So,
Super Bowl champs.
The Packers this year.
Now the Eagles working hard this year.
Our next game is Falcons at the Rams.
how good
Next
are the
game.
Rams really?
Not good at all for Falcons to be at 27.
Well, they were winning this game.
Yeah, they were.
This is like 2 weeks in a row, and I've said this that like 8 times last year they'd had a lead going with like minutes to go in the game, and they lose. The Rams lost in week 1, they got their ass kicked by the Bills, and then the Bengals got fucking destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
The Bengals got destroyed again. I mean, they played the Cowboys, but how good are the Cowboys, really? They barely beat the fucking Giants. And they only scored 3 points against the Buccaneers in week 1. So what does that say? I'm not on that bandwagon that I said it. I don't think Joe Burrow should have been the number 1 pick. I truly think Justin Herbert should have been.
I agree with that.
I mean, Joe Burrow is a very good quarterback. I'm not saying he isn't worth a first-round pick, but I don't think he's the number 1 guy.
He should be a top 5 pick, though.
Oh, of course. I could see him going to the I could have seen him going to the Chargers and Justin Herbert being the number 1 pick.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, he was number 6. He was a number 6 pick, and I think Tua was the 5th pick in that draft, if I remember correctly. So, yeah.
At the end of the day, it's 2 teams that was in the Super Bowl last year didn't deserve it.
And they both aren't very good. I mean, the Rams barely beat the Falcons, and then did they win? Yeah, they won, but did they win by a whole shit ton?
No, again, a field goal.
It was that last second field goal, and at the end of the day, the Falcons defeated themselves. So
Yeah,
the Rams,
as they do all the
They do
time.
this every week, though.
That's the Falcons.
Bit in that same boat of beating their own asses, even with fucking Matt Ryan as their fucking quarterback.
yeah,
So Falcons are a lost cause at this point in time.
I don't think they're a lost cause. I think they're a very good team. I think it's just they gotta finish. It's like the Lions last year. The Lions just could not finish.
I'm not saying the Falcons are quitting; they just can't finish.
Mhm.
It's like they gassed
There's
themselves
a
out.
difference between quitting and finishing. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's like they gassed themselves out shortly after the end of the third quarter.
This has been an ongoing thing since they lost to the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fucking Brady.
All right.
The coach that they have, the coach that they have is changing the culture. It's just taking some time.
It's going to be a rebuild phase for them with the new coach. It was
Yeah.
the same thing with the Packers. Trying to adjust to Matt LaFleur. It's just for them, it happened faster.
Well, the thing with that is they were winning right away,
Like I said, it
and
happened
it's a the difference between. This is why people are like, "Oh, Matt Ryan's better than Aaron Rodgers."
No.
Here's the difference between Matt Ryan and Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is good enough to where if he has to carry a team, he can do it. Look at his receivers now, and look at how good they played in the last 2 weeks. They're a depleted roster, and Aaron Rodgers still is performing at a pretty solid level.
Yeah. Next game, 49ers at Seahawks.
How good are the 49ers?
Moving on.
Yep.
That game. That was another shutout for this week.
Seahawks is a waste of time to watch.
49ers beat the Seahawks pretty good, but I wouldn't get too excited about. Let me say this. Are the 49ers better with Jimmy Garoppolo? Yeah, but how much better are they? That's my question. They played 2 games without Trey Lance. The one game, the Seahawks are terrible. And who did they play last week? And they lost, I think. Yeah, they lost 11-10, didn't they?
Yeah, they lost to the Bears.
They lost to the Bears.
Yeah, the best team.
What about week 3? I'm not week 3. Go ahead. Who did they play the following week? The Broncos. They scored 10 fucking points.
Who, the Niners?
Yeah.
Yes.
Denver.
So, honestly, tell me, how good are the 49ers?
They're not very good.
I'm not. Jimmy Garoppolo is a better player, is a better quarterback right now than Trey Lance. Trey Lance is where Jordan Love is. He's a project. He's not a guy that's going to come in and fucking throw 45 touchdowns and 4 interceptions in a year. And that's what everybody was thinking they were going to get from Trey Lance. I'm like, y'all motherfuckers are high. He's a project. And he was drafted way too high.
He was drafted.
The Niners fucked up taking him third. They had other needs rather than the need that they. I mean, they needed a quarterback. Why did you take Justin Fields? Are you fucking high? They took Trey Lance. How dumb are you?
Well, they are the Niners.
Well, just saying. Everybody bitches about the fucking blunders with the Packers and the way that they draft. Oh, they haven't drafted a first-round wide receiver.
Well, I'm sure if you go into the fan pool of the 49ers, the ones that you don't see on TV, they're bitching about the same fucking thing. Ravens fucking fan base that you don't see on TV at the draft reacts the same fucking way.
I'm going to tell you right
Patriots fan base.
I've been paying attention to them. They think the 49ers, they think Trey Lance is going to be better than Aaron Rodgers ever was. I'm like, you people are fucking dumb. You don't. This is a team, a fan base where they have been successful. They've won 5 Super Bowls. They won 4, almost as many Super Bowls. Was that 4 out of 6 Super Bowls? In the 90s and the 80s, they were the team. They were it. This fan base,
they were the team.
This fan base thinks they know football, but they don't know fucking football. They're dumb. They're retarded.
Early 90s, they were the team.
I shouldn't say I'm labeling all 49ers fans as dumb. That's not true. I know 2 of them. Well, one of them anyway, is not so dumb. But I just don't think that the Niners drafted very well with Trey Lance. They made a
No,
mistake
they didn't
drafting
draft.
him. They drafted him to be a manager.
Drafted
You don't
for want
draft.
as opposed to
You
need.
don't draft the quarterback number 3 and call him a game manager. How fucking dumb are you?
They drafted for want as opposed to need.
Yes, you don't do that. You draft when you're drafting that high. You draft for a franchise player.
Yes.
Period.
Which is why the Ravens waited so long to pick up Lamar.
Nobody thought Lamar was a franchise player. I bet you they were jizzing in their fucking pants when he thought. I didn't think he was good, but they seen something that I didn't.
And he proved that he was worth it.
He's right now. Lamar Jackson is the third best odds of winning the NFL MVP. What does that fucking tell you about Lamar Jackson?
He was in the same draft with Josh Allen, I believe. Right?
Yes.
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was. And you wouldn't mind it. The Niners traded up to
Yes.
draft Trey Lance.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
They traded up for it.
Yep.
Too.
Some good trade.
Yeah. Next game, we have Bengals at the Cowboys.
And the Cowboys won.
Again, by a field goal.
But the Cowboys won without Dak Prescott.
That's true.
But it's only against the Bengals.
Well, the Bengals were fucking AFC champions last year.
Yeah. I don't mean shit with football. You know that.
No, that's not true. Yeah, you don't listen to the people like I listen to the people. Everybody thinks that Joe Burrow and the Bengals are the God's gift to fucking football. So
They thought
are you
the
talking
same
about?
thing about Mahomes the year before.
Well, Mahomes is that fucking good. I'm just going to fucking say it. I just
He
wish
wasn't that good on Sunday.
I just wish
The no-look pass, yeah.
I just with the no-look pass that he does, it looks like a fucking idiot.
Especially how many times he gets intercepted off of that no-look pass.
I think that happened.
Dumbass.
That happened Sunday, right?
It's happened through his whole career.
Yeah.
Let me put it to you like this: Patrick Mahomes is Brett Favre version 2.0.
He is.
The gunslinger, yeah.
But he's better at it than Brett Favre.
Yes, he is better at it, though, too.
The next
part of
game,
it also was Favre's style was ahead of his time.
Yes.
Right. Now everybody knows about it, so they know to look for it.
Yeah.
All right, next game is Texans at the Broncos.
Again, look at the Broncos. They have one of the best quarterbacks in the league and can't score more than 20 points in a game. What the fuck is going on there?
Well, it is Denver. It is Colorado, so they could be smoking something.
No, because it's still banned in NFL policy.
I realize that.
I think it's more altitude got to the Texans.
Yeah, that's the real reason.
Denver is one of those high altitude states.
Did the altitude get to the Denver Broncos too then? I mean, they only beat them by 7.
Well, it's also the
Just saying.
Broncos.
Maybe the Texans just not good at all.
Well, they are because they lost to the fucking Bears.
Next game is Cardinals at the Raiders.
Okay. Here's the problem with the Raiders. When you target a receiver who you
Begged and pleaded to be on the team.
well, he didn't beg and plead. He wanted to go back there. Okay, so before anybody says that Derek Carr was a selling point because they played together in college.
They're old friends.
They're friends. They're best friends. Which is fine. And I have no problems with that.
However,
The best receiver in the fucking game. This is why Josh McDaniel is a terrible fucking head coach. When you fucking bring in a guy who can fucking, if you can't cover him,
and he can catch anything under the fucking sun.
you cannot cover him. I've sat here and I've showed Heather, and we've watched video. The guy is, you could fucking put Jalen Ramsey, who is considered the best quarterback in the fucking league. He can't cover him. What is that telling you? He's the best receiver in the league. He's better than Cooper Kupp. But when you only target him 7 times, he has 2 catches for 12 yards. It's not the coverage; they're just not throwing to him. Or
No.
or is Derek Carr just not that fucking good?
Talk about it.
I don't know.
We saw footage from this past week's game. 3 perfectly wide open shots to Devontae Adams, and Carr was looking the complete opposite direction
But he
from
was
him.
and he was open right away by about 15 fucking yards. Nobody within 15 to 20 yards of the guy. What are you
Carter
doing?
tends to get gun shy to one side of the
Well,
field or the other.
it's the best receiver in the league.
And he was wide open.
That's an
Nobody around him.
that is and it's in the middle of the field. So if he can't throw down the middle of the field, then Derek Carr sucks as a quarterback. That what you just told me, Tim, and I'm not yelling at you, but that's an excuse.
No, I'm just saying what I
No, I
heard
hear you.
people.
But most people are gun shy when it's not to their arm side, which is the strong side. It's usually he was throwing to the other side of the field.
Yeah.
And he was keeping them close.
He
He wasn't
even
going
using
down
it
the field
to
too far with
prove
it.
what
He was
he
keeping
has.
it close, and it was to guys who were always fucking covered.
Yeah. He isn't
If
using the
he's
tools
if
that he
he
has.
if he's gun shy, then he sucks.
Oh, I've never been of the mindset that he's that great of a quarterback for these
I think he is better than I think. Well, I think a lot of it is Josh McDaniel. He's like, well, I don't want you to focus too much on fucking Devontae Adams.
He wants
Why
him
not?
to let the Bengals out.
He should always be your primary fucking target.
I mean,
Him
look at Green Bay.
Him and Darren Waller should be your primary. You have
Yeah.
two. You have the best tight end in the league, or this arguably one of the best tight ends in the league, and the best receiver in the league. And I don't know what to say. I just don't know. I don't even
He has one of the
listen.
best tight ends.
I can't even fathom it. I guarantee you, Aaron Rodgers, if he had Darren Waller and Devontae Adams, Green Bay would never fucking lose. Never fucking lose. Ever. Somebody would always be open.
Yeah.
You have to cover somebody, right?
Yep. But I think part of it is Josh McDaniels is still the mindset of the old New England philosophy of spread the ball around to everyone. Which
He's an idiot.
He is. I
He
mean, look
doesn't
at
do
Green.
that
All he
with-
has to do, is look at the tapes from fucking Green Bay and see how fucking often Aaron targeted fucking Devontae Adams and how many games they won off of that.
I hear you. You know more about Josh McDaniels than I do because he was a coach.
is what I'm actually agreeing with.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I agree with you 100%. However, he needs to get that mentality out of his fucking head.
And that's the point that I was going to.
Exactly.
Get it out of your head. You have a number one receiver. Use the number one receiver.
See, when New England had Tom Brady and they had the receiving core, he didn't have a legitimate number one receiver.
No,
I mean, he
it was
had
usually
Randy
the small
Moss.
guy.
He had Randy Moss, right?
Yeah.
And look at what he did with that. It went 16 and fucking 0. Undefeated all the way to the Super Bowl. He had tight ends. They were good. He had great receivers. And then he had Randy Moss. So somebody was always going to be open.
Yep.
So I don't know what the fuck people are thinking. And I can sit here and say the Packers at certain times and be like, quit going to Devontae. Because
Hey, the Ravens did it. The Ravens came up with a special defense plan against Devontae, and even then, they couldn't stop him half the time.
so my point is, what worked in New England
It's not.
work everywhere else.
Thank you.
That's
what I would say.
That is. I wish people would get that out of their fucking head. This is why I don't think Tom Brady is better than Aaron Rodgers. It all comes back to the coaching.
Wendy, be careful. All right, next game we have Bears at the Packers.
I'm really not going to talk a lot about this, but Rayshawn.
Yes. Didn't the Bears win that game?
No.
Do you remember
by
what you
like
said to me?
yeah,
I
yeah.
do.
Oh yeah, the Bears won by 42. It was
I think
42
you
and 3.
owed me an apology.
Oh.
I told you. Now you did pick the Packers to win, but I'm just giving him shit. Everybody, he did say in the chat, uh, he said the Bears are gonna destroy the Packers. I'm like, okay, all right, if you say so. Um,
We want some of what he's smoking.
that's
Oh
what I said. That's
man.
what I
Oh
said
yeah.
to him. I want some of
Oh
what
yeah,
you're
you
smoking.
was away. You was away and I was just talking hell of shit.
It didn't work.
Julio died.
Um, Great game for the Packers. This was that game. They looked pretty. They were a. This is what Green Bay is going to be, and if you can do that with Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback, um, the NFL needs to look the fuck out because he doesn't have to rely on Devontae Adams. He spread the ball around pretty fucking good the last 2 weeks.
Remind me of another quarterback,
Who?
Jalen Hurts.
I
Oh
was
my
just gonna say
fucking
he's gonna
god!
go there.
All right, we'll get to that. We'll get to him in
We
a
got one
minute.
more game to talk about before we get there. We got Titans at Bills. Bills very handily handed the Titans their own ass.
The AFC South is absolute dog shit.
The AFC
And
South
I'm
is
sorry, Cody. I know you are a Titans fan, but this entire division is about as good as watching Pee Wee football.
Or what the Pro Bowl is going to be, flag
The
football.
best team in the AFC South is the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jaguars.
Yeah.
What the fuck does that say about your division?
Who was it?
Now,
They were a
Jacksonville has
dumpster
won
fire
some,
last year.
Jacksonville has won some pretty big games. The two games that
Yes.
they've won, they beat the Colts. Who did they beat in week one?
Who, the Bills?
No, the Jaguars. Who did they beat? Well, they beat the Commanders. And then they beat the Colts.
Well, no, they didn't.
And then
Commanders won
no,
week one.
no. Jaguars are undefeated, are they not?
No.
Okay,
It's
so
only it's
Commanders
only
beat them with
Eagles
one.
and Dolphins. Eagles and Dolphins undefeated. Let me
okay.
repeat it.
You're right.
Eagles
You're right.
undefeated.
Relax. We'll get to the
Yeah,
fucking
well, I
Eagles.
can't do
Calm
it.
your shit.
They still won't speak to me.
The Titans were the best team in the AFC. They had the best record.
Last year, yeah.
How good are the Titans? Now they lost AJ Brown, but they drafted a wide receiver.
They did.
So we can't use that as an excuse because AJ Brown was only in his third year.
Third year.
He was just starting to develop into a great receiver. So I don't know, man. Go ahead. Next game.
And the Monday night game. Vikings at the Eagles. Now, Rayshon, before you get all hyped up, remember, this is the Vikings we are talking about.
Now, I do want you to take this with a grain of salt. And I'm not saying that the Packers will beat the Eagles. But I can almost guarantee you that first game tells me a whole lot about Green Bay. This is the product of them not playing their people in the preseason.
Yes.
If you look at Green Bay, what you've seen out of Green Bay the last 2 weeks, yes, they sputtered in the second half, but that had a lot to do with the Buccaneers defense, which is really fucking good. Really fucking good. The Buccaneers and the Packers are probably the two best teams in the NFC. Eagles probably 4-3. They're right up. What I said at the beginning of the year, I said the Eagles are going to be right up there. It's going to take some time for them, for Jalen Hurts to get some footing. Are the Vikings a good football team? Yes, but I don't know how good they really, really are. Because they barely beat the Lions the very following week. So that says loads to me. And I'm not saying the Lions are bad. They aren't good. They just can't finish. They can't get there. They just run out of steam.
Yep.
The Vikings should be one of those teams.
Yeah, that's all bad.
But go ahead with it. Did you watch this game at all, Sean?
Yes, I did.
Okay, go ahead. Talk about it. I didn't see it.
But this is week 2, JP. I don't remember what happened week 2.
I just know that the Eagles won this game pretty fucking handily, did they not?
Yeah, they won it 27-7, I think, or something like that.
Let me
What was
take a
that?
look.
I'm sorry.
It was 24-7.
Yes.
I just remember Jalen Hurts was actually passing. Okay, look, now that he have AJ Brown, and Jalen Hurts gonna run the ball when he feels that to need to run the ball. That's Jalen Hurts. However, I feel that with AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, um, he is forced to like actually throw the ball better than what he did last year. I see the development. I see the improvement. So that's what I wanted to say. I see him getting better with
Sit
throwing the
up.
ball.
Right.
There we go.
But
But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting year again. Yes, Eagles won, but it was against the Vikings,
Mm-hmm.
and they may be undefeated right now, but it's only 3 weeks in.
trust me, I
There's
know.
still a lot of season left there, right, Sean? And you
I
know
understand.
Philadelphia as well as I do.
I think Philadelphia is going to win the NFC East. I said it at the beginning of the year. I just don't know how good they're going to be. If they're
Yeah.
good enough. They are, I will say this, they are a year away. Does that make sense
Uh,
to you?
no, that actually makes sense. And the thing is, I know they're not going to no damn Super Bowl, but the thing about it is progression, and I like that they are getting better season by season. They picking who people up. I think people is leaving too. This is their last year with them too, so we got to see
Now,
how they're going to pick up with defense. They're a good defensive team as well.
now,
You know,
I'm telling you, and I will tell you that I say they're a year away, but that year away may be this year. We don't know. Look at the Buccaneers or the Bengals. What did I say about the Bengals? I think I said last year that they're a year or two away. They
hmm
made it to the Super Bowl last year.
And
The
won.
Eagles may very well be that team.
well, I mean, you really want to talk about 2021, the year of injuries?
Well, that was the year of injuries for everybody, not just
Correct.
Eagles.
Which one
No,
do
no,
you
no,
think
no, no.
wins?
I'm not talking about the Eagles. I'm just talking about the year injury of NFL. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
that Super
mean,
Bowl.
fucking
They
3 players went down within preseason for Ravens alone.
Right.
Yeah,
So it could be their year this year. And week two was so going back week one. You gave the scores for week one. So actually, track had 12 and a half. So what it was is we forgot that the Colts and the Texans tied, so there's a half a point given to everybody.
Because
well,
both teams suck.
Yes. So Trek ended up with 12 and a half points, and so did Alpha. So it was 12 and a half, and then Rayshon and I had 11 and a half. Heather had 8 and a half, and then Cody and Tim had 7 and a half.
Mm-hmm.
So you finished under 500 for week one there, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Good job, Tim.
now, before we go into any further with that, we did discuss with these pick'em games that we are going to be having this year. We have decided that if you decide that the game is going to end in a tie, and it actually does,
You get a full point.
you will get a full point.
mm,
So if you can't, if you just randomly say that the 49ers and Packers will end in a tie, or 49ers or Buccaneers and Packers end in a tie, and it would have, you would have gotten a full point.
Mm.
Does that make sense to everybody?
I get exactly what you mean.
Okay.
it makes sense. I want to ask you a question. How often does ties work in the NFL?
Almost never.
It's you're almost guaranteed a tie every week.
Oh, no.
I said almost.
So
So mine,
if at the end of one overtime period in the regular season nobody scores in that 10-minute time period, it's in a tie.
Okay, that was good. Okay.
Pick'em games are your ties. So if a team is favored by a foot and a half,
Mm-hmm.
one, or it's a pick'em game, your chances are not great.
Okay.
But there is a chance that you could end in a tie. I don't suggest anybody doing that unless you think
Right.
it's going to happen.
Under.
Because if you get it wrong, you get no points.
You
So
got
it's
to
Yeah.
know
even
that
worse
team
than
well.
picking the wrong team, if that makes sense.
No, that makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
So then the following week, Rayshawn. So week 2, Rayshawn had 11 points. So
Hey,
you go
now.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm taking over here. She needs
Slap
to
him.
moderate. She needs to do her job. I'm paying her
I
well.
didn't mean to
I'm
slap
not
you.
paying her
I was gonna
well.
say you ain't paying me shit.
I'm
I'm
paying you.
doing 90% of the work for this fucking shit.
I'm paying you with dick. All right.
Okay, now.
Go ahead.
Therefore, we don't want to get banhammered.
I was gonna say we're not gonna get demonetized because we're not even monetized to begin with. But anyway, Rayshawn, you did have the lead this week with 11 points,
I'm
and then we
talking
got
about.
JP with 10 points,
We
and
talking about week 2, right?
yep,
Okay.
And then
and Trek, myself, Tim, and Cody, we all got 9.
And then, okay,
Alpha
so-
at 7. I know how to read. Thank you.
I can count.
So that was week 2 in the books.
Let's get to week 3 and then do our picks.
Yep. 'Cause, you
There's a
know,
couple of things I do want to talk about. Commentary things.
mm, you sure you're done now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, so what I'm saying is, go ahead.
Starting off with the Thursday night game of Steelers at the Browns, and the Browns did a handily good job at defeating the Steelers.
That score is misleading.
That was a
Whatever.
Madden game.
It was on the last play of the game that the Browns scored. So that it was 23-17.
They were still going to win either
Not
way.
necessarily, but it was closer than the Steelers were winning that game with like 3 minutes to go, and then the Browns scored.
I don't want you in my lap right now, baby.
And then the Browns scored.
Steelers
I
is
don't think,
garbage.
like again, the AFC South is not one of the stronger leagues, so anybody's guess as to who's going to win that division because we've seen what fucking happened.
That's the AFC North.
What was that, Tim? JP was talking over you.
Oh, that was he's all of a sudden when AFC South. We're in the AFC North right now with Steelers and Browns.
The AFC, I said the AFC North is not as good as the AFC South.
Oh, okay, now I get it.
Next game, Bills at the Dolphins. I was the only one that picked the Dolphins.
And it was. Well, this game again. It's not like the Dolphins were dominating the Bills. The Bills were actually winning this game. And the
Yeah.
Dolphins scored the late touchdown. The Bills were driving. They just didn't get a chance to spike the ball.
Yeah, someone
So,
had
again,
caught the ball.
Again, how good are the Dolphins? They got away with one here. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, the Bills need to wake the fuck up.
Yes, they
They
do.
do.
Mm-hmm.
I believe someone caught the ball. A receiver caught the ball infield instead of like going out to stop the clock, and Josh Allen was trying to hurry up and get the fucking team to the line of scrimmage, and time just ran out. But then again, Josh Allen, I don't know, maybe his receiver wasn't open, but he kind of took long for that play.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think he had. I think he was in too much of a rush to have the right eye set to see the
Right.
field. His own head got in the way with that play.
Now, I was on my way back from Minneapolis, so I didn't get to see any of the game. I just heard about it.
Yeah. Yeah, this
It
is
was
week
a
3. You're on your way home.
it was a good watch from those two teams.
It was not as good as the Packers Buccaneers game.
I actually didn't get to see that one.
That was a heart attack looking at it. The way that game ended was fantastic. But,
I didn't want to waste my time looking at two trash teams. You know.
okay. See, this is the shit I get.
I'm letting this guy join me.
Next game is Bengals at the Jets.
I mean, how good is the Jets, right? No, sorry.
Well,
yeah.
How good are the Bengals? Because what was the final score of this game?
27 to 12.
That was pretty thorough last one. The Jets again. They were.
No, they're not.
But we'll get there. Raiders at the Titans.
And again, I come back to this, and this is that game that I was talking about. Heather and I were watching the pod, and they showed 3 plays, but there were 6 or 7 plays that they said that there was nobody covering him.
One of which he was in the fucking end zone and wide open.
You should have done like jumping jacks.
He probably should have. So now there's a thing out there saying,
They're gonna flag him.
I personally said, how does he feel about leaving now?
I could right now. I could literally imagine Devontae Adams with the Packers right now, and I can pretty much tell you,
Right.
I don't think anybody would come close to beating Green Bay.
And they 0-3 right now. Like with Devontae Adams, they could have easily be like 2-1 right now.
They have 2 of the best skill position players as receivers in the game today.
Yeah.
Maybe
And Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
And they're 0-3. And again, Devontae Adams only had three catches. The first game he had 9 catches for 100 and some fucking yards. Everybody was talking about, they missed Devontae. Packers missed Devontae Adams. He's had 4 catches for like 50 yards in the last 2 games.
I mean, like you said, it's at this point, it's not even Derek Carr. It's a coach thing.
Thank you.
Wendy's gonna be mean for a minute.
He's got to get you more chocolate milk because you were being needy. Next game is Saints at the Panthers, which the Panthers actually won this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. 22-14. How good are the Saints with this one?
I don't think the Saints been good since 2005.
Yes, you can take them off. Go ahead. You don't have. Put them on inside out. You realize that, right, Wendy?
Yeah.
As long as you realize that. All right, next game. Ravens at the Patriots.
Next game.
Patriots are not very good. No. And Matt Jones has a high ankle sprain right now.
JP wasn't talking about this game, so.
Yeah.
What was the excuse, Tim?
No, he actually has been got. One of the last plays of the game, he actually has got hurt and has a high ankle
Oh
sprain.
yeah.
That's what I was saying. Is he now has a high ankle sprain? That's the report.
Oh, okay. So he won't be playing this Sunday.
They're not expecting him to.
Who's the
Mac
backup?
Jones?
Yeah, it's Mac Jones.
Matt Jones, yeah. Brian Hoyer.
Okay.
So apparently Lamar Jackson went the fuck off in this game. So go ahead. I do want to talk about this because this is why I say Lamar Jackson is one of the best players in the game today at his position. But apparently he went the fuck off in this game and proved that last week was a fluke.
Mm-hmm.
So let me tell you that the Ravens are probably the only legitimate team in the AFC North right now. Thank you.
Yeah, I agree.
I would agree with that, yeah. Which is why I've been fans of theirs for quite some time now. But yeah. No. especially because their mascot's a raven. But
I mean, if the Bills wake up, I mean,
if the Bills wake up, they are a contender. However, they need to wake up for it to happen.
right, right.
And the Bills have had numerous years where they
I
could be
agree.
really close
They
and
went to the
just
Super
fuck
Bowl
it up.
4 years in a row and lost all four.
Exactly. And
It
that's
was
with
them.
the Super Bowl caliber Josh Allen.
Now, the thing I have with the Ravens, they awake, but they need to stay awake. They can't go to sleep.
It's not even that they go to sleep. They try their best, but then injuries catch up to them. Because if you remember
Yeah.
last year, everybody falling out at preseason, and then halfway through, Lamar falling out as well because of his ankle injury.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Tyler Huntley did his best to keep them in the fight,
Mm-hmm.
but he's not ready for QB1 position.
Right, right. So now it's all about staying healthy and then just
Yeah.
continue doing what
Which
they're
is a
doing.
problem. I'm of the mindset it's a problem for the running quarterbacks to stay healthy in the NFL because of how hard defenses can hit at.
Exactly. I mean, with Lamar last year and his fucking ankle injury, that
Yep.
was somebody trying to sack him, and they just held onto his ankle.
Yeah.
And that happens. That's just him squirming away, trying
Yeah,
to make.
but if he just goes down and protects himself, he doesn't get injured
Well,
and
maybe because there's a lot of fucking shady shit that happens in the fucking scrums and shit.
Oh yeah,
oh, I
but I will
agree.
also say this. I will also say this: when it comes to Lamar Jackson, that's the first time he's missed extended periods of games because of an actual injury and not an illness.
Okay.
In his entire run as QB1 for Ravens.
Oh my
Mhm.
god, you sound like fucking one of the QB1 for the Ravens.
It's just easier.
QB1.
The
Yeah.
starting quarterback.
Sound like a Star Wars character.
It's one of the new droids, don't you know? Next game, Lions at the Vikings.
Didn't this take a last second touchdown
It
for the
did.
Vikings to win this game?
It did.
Yep.
You see what I'm
Yep.
saying about the fucking
And I
Vikings?
was so pissed off about that because I was actually pulling for the Lions.
Do you see what? Do you see? I mean, I picked the Vikings to win because I think they're a better team. But do you see what I'm saying about the Vikings?
Yeah, they are so stubborn that they just can't finish.
Yeah.
The Lions just, I mean, they're getting there. Give them time. That's all I can say.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next game is Eagles at the Commanders.
Did you watch this game, Rayshon?
And fucking Red, get the fuck out of my division, Commanders. Get the fuck out.
They can't.
I
Not
know.
unless they rezone.
But tell me about it.
We
Did you
just
watch
put
it?
that and have that be a race on drop. Get the fuck out of
Did-
my division.
Did you? What?
Then open the drawer and take it. You don't need his help for that. Anyway.
So go ahead. Did you watch this game, Rayshon?
I was watching this game on my phone while I was watching Red Zone on the TV.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
We do that many
We
times.
do that sometimes
I do
too.
that
So
all the
so
time.
tell me about it. So tell me about it. Like I said, I was traveling, so I didn't get to see it.
Okay, so again with the passing with Jalen Hurts, he's doing so much better with it. You know, there's nothing really much to say about the Commanders. They can't compete. Our defense was crazy, and they only scored at the last quarter. It was like quarter four. It was like a minute something left, and
What was the score of this game?
24-8.
Okay.
but the defense was going crazy though. I could say that.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing. As far as on the defensive side of the ball, the Eagles, good. They're set. Offensively, Jalen Hurts just needs to keep developing. If he can develop and pick up the offense, we'll see. We'll see. I still think they're a year away, but they're there. They're getting there.
Mm-hmm.
Still early in the season.
I
yet,
think
too,
they're
so.
better than the Rams.
You said the Eagles better than the Rams?
I did.
Oh wow, thank you. I really appreciate that. I appreciate you
They're
saying that
they're
they
the
are better than
defending
Green
Super
Bay.
Bowl champions. That
I
doesn't
mean
mean that
Rams.
that doesn't mean that
John
now,
Smorgan
Rayshawn, that doesn't mean that I'm saying they're better than the Packers or the Buccaneers because I don't think they are.
No.
We beat Brady already. We have nothing to prove.
You haven't beat 3 years ago, Rayshawn.
Okay, that's fine. That's all we needed.
No,
That's,
you're
that's all we
worse than
needed.
you're worse than a fucking Vikings fan.
Oh.
You take one win and you think you won the Super Bowl.
Well, see, for him, it's not 1, it's 3.
One, it's 3.
I said it's not 1, it's 3.
That's what I
wins.
said. What do you mean by that?
They've got 3 wins for their season
For
already.
this year, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, but they haven't played the Patriots. They haven't played
Yet,
Tom Brady.
but they
this year.
will.
But they haven't played Tom Brady. This
They
year.
will.
Do they? I don't think they do.
I thought everybody played everybody.
No,
this year.
that's next year
No.
baseball. Wendy, come on.
That's baseball.
Oh, speaking of, I am going to the December 11 game where the Eagles play at, where is it, MetLife against the Giants.
Ooh, have
Yeah,
fun,
that's
man. Have fun. Live football games are a blast, man. They are.
Yes, they are. I've been to several myself.
This my first
if
one.
you weren't a fan of football at a live football game, you will be after this.
Yeah.
And I am
yeah.
planning on going to a Lincoln Financial game too.
Just be careful.
It
because
is. It is Jersey.
That's
that is
one.
like a huge rivalry.
No,
I'm
Eagles
from
Giants.
Brooklyn, so I
Eagles and
wish
Giants-
one of these
Eagles and
jerseys.
Giants is bigger than Eagles Cowboys as far as rivalries
You want my phone?
Yeah.
Just keep in mind if you're
not
in
gonna
with a
live
bunch
in
of
the-
Giants fans,
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can't have the.
You might have to fight your way out of it.
you might
That's-
have to fight your way out.
That's fine. I'm ready. I'm gonna be wearing Timbs. Had to know what I'm talking about.
Well, you're good, man. I'm just have fun though. Have fun though.
Yeah.
Game.
Thank you.
Going to live games, live sporting events in general is fun.
Yeah, they are very fun.
Yeah.
Next game is the Chiefs at the Colts.
Yes.
The Colts suck. End of story.
The Chiefs lost to the Colts though.
20-17.
Yes,
The Colts
they
beat
did.
the
game,
Chiefs.
so.
The Colts beat the Chiefs 20-17.
How the fuck they do that?
Well, somehow they scored more points than the Chiefs.
Okay, that works. That's usually how you win.
It is. It is. I didn't see it, but it shocked me when I seen it.
Patrick Mahomes threw an interception.
Mm. Well, that doesn't surprise any of us.
Answer her
He-
back later.
He had a frustrating game for some reason.
Who?
Sure.
My sister?
No.
All right.
You could see it in his face.
Next game. Texans at the Bears.
Yeah, Texans at the Bears next game.
Texans at the Bears. The Bears beat the Texans. I
Texans
still think
suck.
the Bears. So did the Bears.
Yeah.
I think if the Bears and the Texans played each other, each one 100 times, each one would win 50 games.
It'd be a 50-50.
Yeah, it would be.
We sit here and you say that, you keep saying the Texans suck, but the Bears are no
Just as bad.
Mm-hmm.
And the game wasn't that big of a, like, it was a
Field goal.
last-second field goal. So, that's all I'll say on that.
Mm-hmm.
Jaguars at the Chargers. This is a product of Justin Herbert being hurt.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I think if Justin Herbert is healthy, this game isn't even close.
Yeah.
The other way.
Yep, I agree.
Right now, I think the Chargers, and it sucks because they are really good.
They are. But
That quarterback.
They're demoralized. The defense is probably trying to play too hard, and they're getting themselves out of position. I mean, I don't know. Jaguars might actually be this fucking good. I don't think they are. But,
I mean, they playing good. I don't think they good.
right?
next game, Rams at the Cardinals.
20-12. How good are the Rams?
I don't like the Cardinals at all.
Well, I don't like the Cardinals either.
I
At
I
don't.
don't.
all.
I don't like the Rams either.
It's like I said, fucking Kyler Murray needs a step stool to see over the fucking top of his O line's helmets.
Well,
And
so
that was a
does Russell
boring
Wilson, though. But he's
that
really
was
good.
a boring game. That game, and I think it was the 49ers that day, it was a boring game.
Mm-hmm.
The late games feel boring.
Packers Buccaneers game was not boring.
I said a lot,
No,
not
but
a lot.
it was. I mean, 14-12.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
I
that
think
was the
with
final
the
attack.
well, I think the reason that game it had its moments where it wasn't boring. It was pretty action packed throughout because you were waiting for something to happen,
Mm-hmm.
and it never did. You were sitting on the edge of your seat waiting
Anticipation.
for it to. Um, with the Broncos and 49ers,
You skipped over Falcons.
no, but I'm just saying because he was talking about boring games in the second half of the week or second half of week 3. I think it was a product of that offense.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
The Rams have a pretty good defense. The Cardinals, I don't know what I'm getting right now.
I don't think anybody, even the Cardinals, know
We're
what they're
getting
doing.
we're getting what we got from the Cardinals in the second half of the season last year. That's the Cardinals you're getting now.
They
As
just
opposed to
not
the
a
Cardinals
good
at the
team.
first 7 games of the season. And then when they
Mm-hmm.
ran into the Packers, the buzzsaw they
Yeah.
killed them. I think when they lost to the Packers, that killed them. And they're still trying to recover from it to this day. Now the next game?
Next game is Falcons at Seahawks.
No, Packers are both.
You just talked about
Well, I
Packers.
haven't even talked about it, really.
And then Packers at the fucking Buccaneers. Go.
I just talked
Good
about
idea.
the game. I didn't
Yeah,
talk
right.
about what happened in it. Jesus Christ.
What
This
did
was
Greenberg
this
score?
this started out this game started out as I thought Green Bay was just gonna destroy
Mm-hmm.
Tampa Bay. Because the first 2 drives it was like surgery.
Mm.
The Buccaneers could not stop Green Bay. The Buccaneers have the best defense in the league. Period. Packers are right there. Have you seen what the Packers were able to do? Were the Buccaneers depleted? Yes. But I think that's just how good the Packers defense is. Keeping in mind, the Packers were missing Jair Alexander for most of that game because he hurt his hamstring.
Yeah, I remember seeing.
So, I mean, as depleted as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were, the Green Bay Packers were just as depleted.
Yeah.
Do
So
they have
basically, it would
Mike
be
Evans?
even.
Do they have a Mike Evans or the Chris Godwin on their sidelines? No, but they have receivers. The receivers that they have are at the level that the Packers were at with their receivers. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now. Look, Ellen Lazard is good. Randall Cobb is good. The receivers of the Buccaneers had out there were good.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty decent.
I will say the defense won this game for the
Both
Packers.
defenses. This game, I love these kinds of games.
You love low-scoring defense.
I do,
Yeah.
but there was offense. There was offense in this game. It's just
Yes, it's
neither team was consistent.
Yes.
No.
It was a good football. I love these games. The ending kind of I did. I had a Jeep. I was actually pretty good until the last 2 minutes of this game. And then I'm like, what did I say? Tom Brady's going to drive right down the field and fucking score. We're going to go into fucking overtime. And Green Bay's going to lose 17-14.
They ended up stopping him right on the line.
The last 3 plays of this game are mind-boggling to me. And we're going to go into it because there is a referee moment in this game.
Yeah.
2 of them. And you know what I'm talking about, Tim. If you paid attention to the talking of the play clock.
Oh.
So on the touchdown drive,
Yep.
the touchdown that the Buccaneers scored on, the clock hit 0.
Yeah.
They called delayed a game. They called delayed a game.
No, they did not call a delay a game with that. On the 2-point conversion, the same thing happened,
Yep.
and they threw a flag.
Yes. That just.
So my question to you, Green Bay ends up stopping
Yeah.
the 2-point conversion, and then Wendy and I, Wendy was playing coach because I got up and I got on my hands and knees like a coach. You know how coaches do that? They stand on the sidelines with their hands on their knees, waiting for something.
Oh,
Pete Carroll stance.
And the onside kick. You know, if you remember a few years ago, Green Bay had an onside kick.
Yep.
And Brian Bostic, who people that are shitting on you need to fucking stop.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't wholly his fault. It's how you respond to the adversity afterwards. And Matt LaFleur said this. He said this in his press conference. It's how you respond to the adversity is what wins you games.
Mm-hmm.
Green Bay did not respond to that adversity as to what happened in that game. Therefore, do not blame Brian Bostic. You can blame the fucking defense for the failure. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So the onside kick, Green Bay recovers, game over. My question to you is what do you think of the unwritten rule, so to speak, of the 1 second or a beat? They call it a beat after the clock hits 0. How do you feel about that? Do you think that should be a thing? Or do you think it should be like basketball where
Clocks out, clocks out.
I'm of the mindset that clocks out. Once the clock hits 0, that's it. The thing is, the NFL doesn't use tenths of a second either. That's the difference from.
it's an unwritten rule? It's one of those unwritten rules.
Yes.
So go ahead.
No. I'm
No.
trying to figure out what you were. No, go.
He's trying to say, do you agree with the referees as long as the quarterback has ball in hand as the clock hits 0?
Okay. So what you're talking about more is
that little delay between getting the snap and then releasing the ball.
The delay is the referee taking a second, like a beat.
Yes.
And then the ball is snapped, and he's like, well, I didn't get to my beat, so I'm not throwing the flag.
Yeah, that's how it's always been. I think they should throw that flag more often. It would get the quarterbacks to snap the ball quicker.
More,
get them moving.
Yeah, exactly.
But the
game moving
the
a
way
little
it works is the referee
Well,
sees it on the game in stadium clock that the play clock has reached 0. Then checks his own watch because all the referees have a watch on their wrist that has the play clock on it, and then they look up, and as long as the ball hasn't been snapped yet, then they throw their flag. But
so
I feel they should throw the flag.
Here's what I think they should do. Mm-hmm. They can have that plate, that buzzer.
Yeah.
You know, that buzzes them. And they sit there and they look at the center. Now in basketball, y'all know the rule. The shot clock, if the ball is still in the hands of the player on the shot clock, even though he's shooting, and it's still on his fingertips,
doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
Or not.
That's a reviewable play.
Yes, it is.
Now, my thinking is that they should have somebody watching that play clock up in the booth. Mm-hmm. And then in between that time, they buzz down and say, you've got to review this because I don't think you got the snap off. And it's a quick review, 30 seconds. It takes 10 seconds. It takes 10 seconds. It might take a little more than 10 seconds because, you know,
you got to figure out the overlay with the clock and lining it up with the center and see when the ball is snapped.
It's a 15-second to 30-second review. That's all you need.
That's a commercial break.
Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but that's too many commercial breaks. That's my point. You don't need that
It's
many
one
commercial breaks.
commercial though.
So do
Because
it in between each play. If they
yeah,
if they say, okay, we got to buzz down and say, hey, you need to review this. Let's
yeah,
take a look at it. I would
exactly.
rather them stop the game because they need to get more consistent. That's just me.
Yeah.
That and you heard my rant.
Yep.
I'm not a week one with the consistency side of it.
Yep. They
Um,
have been better this year, I will say.
yeah, I haven't seen as many issues with the consistency side of it.
Now, if baseball can fix their fucking shit.
Fire all the
You
fucking
know,
umpires and start over. I
But we're talking football here, so yeah. That's all I have to say on that. I just wanted to get your thoughts, and that's one
yeah,
refereeing thing, and that's why we brought Tim on, so that if there was something like
the
that.
inside scoop of the referees and the rules.
Now,
yeah.
is that how
You
it
know,
goes? The referee looks at his play clock and then looks up and sees if the quarterback hasn't takes a beat. The quarterback hasn't gotten the ball.
the way it works currently is he sees the in stadium clock, checks his watch, looks up, sees that he hasn't snapped the ball, throws the flag. But that's why there's always that delay from when
Yeah, because he's checking to make
we see it
sure, and
on the TV.
that's the beat.
Why haven't they thrown the flag yet? That's why.
And
That's
I
the
get it.
mechanic that they
It's been a rule since I can remember,
Yeah.
but they need to fix it because it's becoming more of a problem. You know how people are. They're paying attention to too much of what's actually happening instead of people are coaching. Like me. I'll sit there and I'm like, why did they throw the flag on
Yes.
that? I get it.
yeah,
So I just wanted your thoughts.
yeah, not a problem.
Next game, Falcons' first win of the season, and it's probably going to be their only win at the Seahawks.
Wait, did they play
Falcons
the
went 7 and
Texans?
10 last year.
I know.
They're better than they
I'm
are last
speaking
year. I
forever.
get it. That's fine. I'm just telling you. Go ahead.
I had nothing else. It was just a joke.
I get it.
It's your
Oh,
fucking literal all the goddamn time, but you get
It's
angry
all
at
right.
people who
That's
are
the Falcons'
too
only
literal.
win. I'm with her on that. New York for life.
Whatever. Yellow ass.
toot it up, toot it
New
up.
Yorkers are assholes.
I
Yes, I
know.
agree. New
That's
Yorkers
why I
are
said that.
almost as much as Philadelphians.
Philadelphians are the fucking garbage of the
Philadelphians are,
goddamn planet.
well, they're worse.
Like I said, they're the
Yeah.
garbage of the fucking planet.
The people.
Hey, I have relatives who live in Philadelphia, and they're assholes too.
I was gonna say, does that really make a difference?
No.
So I didn't see this game, but the Falcons.
Mm,
What are you gonna do?
yep, that happens.
Then you had the Broncos at the 49ers.
I don't think I saw the late games.
No, you should have watched this one.
11-10.
Broncos.
Oh my god, this is
What? 11-10?
Yep, that was the
The
score.
Broncos winning. This was just a
Yeah.
clusterfuck of a
So the
game.
score was 10-5.
Did somebody get a safety in this game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'm doing the math. I'm like, the fuck?
well. I mean, the 11's easy enough to pull off if you think about it. A
I mean, it
touchdown,
is.
2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, but it was a safety, a field goal, and a touchdown at the end, I think.
Yeah,
And then I think they went for two and then failed.
Yes.
yeah.
Jesus Christ!
They went for
How can
two
you not
because-
score from the 2 yard line? I've never understood that.
How?
They went for two because normal point after doesn't no good. A field goal
Right.
still beats them, so they had to go for two there.
Yep.
And the Monday night game, ending week three's round of games, Cowboys at the Giants.
No comment.
Cowboys won again without Dak.
23-16.
Yep. Hey, you.
The Giants actually had the lead late in the game, too.
But Giants be Giants.
Giants do beat Giants. The Giants are a better team this year, though. I will say that.
They're more organized this year than they have been.
It just goes to show that if Saquon Barkley, I haven't even
and I want that one up too.
Saquon Barkley, when healthy,
right, he can go.
Makes this team better.
And he does. And that leads us to the pick'em scores for this week. I actually beat everybody with 11 points. Then you got Cody and JP with 10. Rayshawn, you got 8.
Yeah, because people lost games when they wasn't supposed to lose.
Well, apparently they lost them because they were supposed to lose them.
Trek and Alpha, you got 7. And bringing up the rear of the field is Trek with 6 points.
That being said, go scroll up to the top and over a little bit too. There you go.
That brings us to a season total so far of JP 31.5. Whatever, man. You told me to moderate the show. I'm going to do it the way I want anyway, so shush.
Okay.
We're going to talk some about some structure here when we're done with this call.
Rayshawn, you are in second with 30.5.
She's going to say first.
I'm in third with 28.5. Trek, you are fourth with 27.5. Cody, you're fifth with 26.5, tying Alpha at 26.5 as well. And Tim, you're 23.5 there, brother.
Yep.
You're under 500, motherfucker.
Yes, I am, motherfucker. I'll own it.
So we'll figure out a way to get this to you guys as far as the standings go.
Yeah.
We can fucking email a link to this through the Google Drive for them.
But you can also do it on there. I mean, somehow.
Yeah.
I'll figure out something.
You are gonna have to move, little miss, because I'm gonna have to start typing.
Yeah.
Why don't you go lay down on the couch?
Come over here.
Yeah. Oh God, you're like a fucking sack of potatoes.
She's the best crayon.
All for your
Here's a red crayon. All right, now we are going to get into the picks for week 4.
Yay!
Do this thing.
First game we got is Dolphins at the Bengals. I'm just gonna say, they're just it's gonna be Dolphins for me.
Same.
Here.
Bengals will win this game by 20.
I'm not laughing to disagree with you. I'm laughing at the way you said it after shaking the cup.
Swig a beer, like hold it, like
here,
hold that thought.
Hold my beer.
All right, game number 2. I have Trex in the chat there. Game number 2 is Vikings at the Saints.
Vikings.
I agree with that.
No, watch the fucking Vikings.
Oh, that's a 9:30 a.m. game?
Yeah, they're in London. They're over in London, man.
I cannot stand London games.
I don't watch them.
I don't mind them. The Packers have one this year too. I think the Packers.
It's not that I can't stand the London games. I can't stand the fact that they're going over to London. You have plenty of fans out here.
Well, they're trying to expand the league worldwide.
So yeah, that's
I know.
What they're trying to do. They're trying to expand the league worldwide.
They're trying to expand the league influence.
So the NFL is becoming WWE.
Yes. But here's the thing. You're never putting a team in London.
Do not say never.
Do not say never. They are seriously discussing this.
Yeah, and then you're going to have 8.
Tim really hate London. What the fuck happened in London? In your life?
I'm telling you, the NFL has enough money
globally, for them to do, there's enough money for them to do this, and it makes a world of sense. So you look at soccer; it is the most popular sport in the world, right?
Yes, I fully admit
You know, I mean, football isn't even close, but it's right
that.
up there.
Yeah, it's trailing.
So
But
you've got, if you
Yeah.
look at the most popular sports in the world, I think that, and it's really close in numbers, but it's like the 20th most popular sport. And the people over in Europe love American football.
because it's
Yes.
like rugby.
It is just like rugby. So
People love violence.
don't say never.
I
I
Don't
just
know.
say
want
I
to
just
know.
never.
don't.
And it
The
may not be in
logistics of it
London,
don't
but
make
it'll be
sense.
in the UK somewhere.
Canada. There'll be a team in Canada
I was
someday.
just about to mention that.
Canada, Mexico, those I don't mind because
They're in
they
the same
they
time zone as us.
they're in
I
the same
look,
relative time zones.
look. Well,
London's 6 hours ahead of us.
okay. So Tim, I'm just gonna point this out to you. With WWE, they never get a pay per view, right? It's because of the different time zone. I think that excuse
Is thrown out the window now.
is out the window because both leagues, basketball, they do it for the Olympics.
Yes, but
You know what's the problem?
I I'm just
And not to mention, NFL has a deal with Amazon Prime now, so you can stream the game on Amazon Prime at any time.
It doesn't
yeah.
have to be live for us. Not every game has to be fucking live for us.
Yes, I realize that, but I'm just saying like then you'd have team from London would have to come over to the U.S.
So,
You'd have
So
to fly back and forth across.
That's their job.
Yeah, I know.
that's the NFL. But that's the
Yeah,
NFL's got to figure that out. They have the
yeah.
funds. They have the money to do it.
Yes, they do have the money for it.
for
So
some for a traveling expense that to that extent, they could create a per diem for those teams that are over in the UK.
They already do.
yes, they do that already.
This is why they're doing this.
Yeah,
So at some point, you're going to see a London team, a Germany team, an Ireland team.
you're gonna see NFL Europe.
NFL
Nope,
They,
Europe.
you're going to see them in the NFL. It's not going to be an NFL. They already tried that and it failed because
They had the CFL too, which was fucking garbage.
they're going to be NFL football.
still garbage.
They're going to be NFL football teams.
So it won't be 32 teams no more. It'll
Nope,
be
there'll
added
be
on.
more than 32
It'll
teams.
probably be close to 40 to
There's
42
going to
teams.
probably be 36, maybe 40 teams.
Oh, so it's gonna be like college football.
Essentially,
No,
yeah.
we won't have all over 200 teams.
No, we won't have 126 teams.
I mean, they could give up some teams like the Washington Commanders. They could turn into some London Bridge, some shit. They could give up Cardinals. They could give up Green Bay.
No, they
They'll
can't.
never give up Green Bay.
They'll never
Green
give
Bay
up
is the only
Green Bay.
publicly traded team.
They'd be stupid too.
They'll never give up Green Bay. They'll
The
never.
fan base, the Green Bay Packer fan base is the second largest fan base in the NFL.
I'm going to say it right
Never.
now. The teams that they would look into getting rid of the fastest would probably be Jets, Giants, Jaguars.
Jacksonville.
They'll never get rid of the New York team.
The New York teams. The New York teams are too big of a media market to get rid of.
New York team.
They still have the Bills.
But it's not.
That's still in New York.
The Buffalo
It's
and Bills.
it's New York, but the New
Anyway.
York media market.
Don't be mad.
Only that New York media
They're
market.
in New York. That's why they'll never get rid of this.
Actually, the Giants are in New Jersey.
Oh my God.
Which is a dumpster
It's
fire.
the same damn stadium. The point is that it's the metro area.
Yes.
The media market
Oh,
there is
accent.
too fucking big for them to say, yeah, we're going to cut one team. No, they'll keep both of them because
Yeah.
there's a market for it.
It's
Jacksonville
completely
is
dumb
one
for me.
of the dumpster fires.
Well, I don't think it is because you look at Green Bay, they have 100,000 people.
Okay.
After Green Bay is
Their metro area is probably it's smaller than it's maybe 250, 300,000 people.
the
Point
biggest.
is, there's enough people
There's enough people just in New York City.
Yeah.
Anyway, next game: Seahawks at the Lions.
It's a little too moo
What is it?
much
I missed
people.
that.
Seahawks at the Lions. I'm gonna go with the Lions. I think the Lions are gonna. It's gonna be close, but I think the Lions are gonna win.
I
I
like the
agree.
Lions.
This is why usually he's the one telling you the games, and I'm just writing them down because now we got dead air.
Well, that's why I'm talking. We can talk through it.
Do, 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 do.
Jets at the Steelers.
I'm gonna go
I'm
with the
gonna go.
Steelers. I think the Steelers. I think they'll be all right to win this league. It'll be close.
I don't think so.
So
I'm
about 20
sorry.
points. It'll be a 20-point game.
I'm going with the Jets on this one. I don't trust the Steelers at all.
Why are you and Heather picking the Jets? I've seen Heather pick the Jets a couple of times.
Because
I'm
of the
going
teams they were
Steelers.
going up against.
The one that there was no way the Jets were going to win that game.
You said Steelers, Tim? I'm sorry.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I don't think the Steelers
What
is
game
good.
was that?
That one.
Bengals? Yeah, there was a shot. All right? I just went with the Jets because I trust the Jets more than the Bengals. Lecturing me on my picks. Leave me be.
She just smacked the shit out of you.
Next game: Bears at the Giants.
Oh,
Giants.
see what they did there.
I'm going with the Giants, man.
I mean, I'm going with Chicago.
You're seriously going to fucking do
I'm
it?
I am.
I so want what he's smoking.
I'm going with Chicago.
I want what he's smoking.
Oh man.
Wait till you hear what Heather says.
I think this game's going to be a tie.
No,
That's
she
an
didn't do that.
unbelievable one.
Hey,
No,
I will lose the point gladly, but I think this is going to be a tie.
they're going with the Giants, not the Jets. You got the wrong New York team.
Alpha, who do you got for Bears and at the Giants? Tim, you're going Giants?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
You're the only one going with the Bears.
Next
No,
game
I go with
is
Bears.
Oh, okay.
Titans at the
Oh my
Colts.
god.
Do I have to pick
I'm going to
someone?
go with the Colts because the Colts are at home. That's the only reason I'm going to go with the Colts. But it's probably going to be like a 3-point game.
Oh, excuse me. I'm going with the Colts because JP is going with the Colts.
All right, I see. He's using my strategy.
Tim?
I'm going Colts. I like the thinking of it. And usually when two teams both suck,
It's
the
only
team at
because the
home
Colts
gets a
are at
little bit of
home.
a bump.
All right. Chargers at the Texans.
Chargers.
Yeah, I agree.
JP.
Charger.
He
I'm
said
gonna go with
Texans.
the Chargers. Barely. How healthy is Justin Herbert?
There's the deciding factor.
I think the Chargers have the better team. But we'll find out what kind of moxie the Chargers have with, with Justin Herbert being hurt.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna go with the Chargers. If Justin Herbert's not playing, I'm definitely going. I might still go with the Chargers just because Texans are probably the second worst team in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Only down Daddy's chat.
Dad can't hear you. All right.
Just dump her on the floor.
No, she's going to fall ass first. Next game is Browns at the Falcons.
Oh my god.
I mean,
I'm
I
going
went with the
Falcons.
Bears. Fuck. Okay. Let me
I
think
go
about this.
Falcons.
Browns at the Falcons.
You ready for my pick?
One sec.
Whatever you want to give it. I'm thinking.
I'm going with the Browns because they are 2-1. That's it. I mean, I picked the Bears, so might as well go with the Browns, right?
Right?
I'm gonna go with the Falcons.
Yeah, you shit on me every time I picked them last year. Yeah, next one is going to be an easy one. Commanders at Cowboys.
Cowboys.
We them boss.
Wait, what was the game? Sorry.
Commanders at
Washington
the
and Dallas.
Cowboys.
Oh, ugh. Cowboys, Cowgirls.
Cowboys. All right. Jaguars at Eagles.
Eagles.
Ooh, this is actually a tough one. I'm gonna go
Really?
Eagles.
Nah, Jaguars been playing really good, so I'm kind of
That's
scared.
As
it's
much
definitely
as I love Trevor Lawrence, I don't think it's going to work out well. If that makes sense.
And it
yeah,
makes
it
sense.
does. Off the block and out.
Now, this is going to be one of the toughest teams the Ravens play. We got Bills coming to Baltimore and playing the Ravens. It's going to be a close game. I'm going to pick the Ravens, but it's going to be like a field goal.
This is gonna be tough. I'm sorry. I have to go with the Bills.
I'm going Ravens.
It's going to be a close game.
Oh, it's gonna end with the field goal difference that you're calling for. I trust Justin Tucker with that one.
I'm
Oh,
going. I'm
perfect.
going with the Bills.
You got for Jaguar and Eagles.
Oh, Jaguars and Eagles.
You go pick the Jags.
Going with the Eagles.
You let me know what Cody's pick is for this game. Never mind.
Bills.
I'm not. I'm going to say this. I heard field goal, and I agree. I don't think it's going to be a blowout.
No, it's going to be a hard fought game between both teams.
Especially
It'll be a
if the
rock fight.
Ravens. Now, it all depends on what defense we get from the Ravens. They have not been very good this year.
Right. This one is everybody's.
Okay. If you were,
If you were to pick this, I was going to.
if you were to pick this game, who would you pick? Cardinals or Panthers?
Oh, definitely the Panthers.
I agree 100%. I think the Panthers are a better football team than the Cardinals are.
I agree. Cardinal. Panthers.
You guys don't have to pick this game. It's just a little fun thing. Remember Bob and if
Yeah.
you've seen it at the beginning of our show, if you haven't gone back to watch it, we got a new opening. Please watch it. It has a memorial about it. Nothing spectacular,
the picture was credit thanks to Connor.
Mr. Marble 613.
Yep. Next game is Broncos at the Raiders.
I'm going to predict that this fight might be a tie, but it's not going to be. I'm going to go. The
What
Raiders
do you
are going
say?
to. The Raiders are going to win this game 13-10.
Provided they actually target Devontae Adams.
And Devontae Adams will have more catches than the Broncos score points.
I like that idea, and I'm also going Raiders in it.
But I don't think the Raiders are going to score a lot of points.
No, I don't either. But yeah, I like Raiders.
I don't know.
Rayshawn?
I still don't know. I'm gonna just pick the Raiders because JP picked the Raiders and Tim picked the Raiders, so I'm gonna trust them.
No, I picked the Raiders too. But
Okay. I don't know.
if this game is going to come down purely to if Derek Carr actually targets Devontae Adams more than once.
Well, he's targeting him more than once, but he's not targeting him when he should. Like I said, he should always be his primary receiver. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
My gut tells me that the Broncos gonna win though.
Wasn't pick the Broncos.
No, but I want to go with everybody else.
Yeah. That strategy is going to run you. It ran one of my former co-hosts into a problem too. And then I just destroyed him when he had to pick different teams because he was still behind me. It's fine.
Next game, Patriots at the Packers.
I'm going Green Bay.
I agree. I don't think Mac Jones playing anyway, so I mean,
Yeah.
he's not a factor anyway.
So,
So
did he play last week?
He did not.
He did, but late in the game, at the end of the Baltimore game, he suffered a injury and wound up with a high ankle sprain.
I'm just moving on to the next game.
Yeah.
Chiefs at Buccaneers.
Now, this game right now. I'm so sorry.
Did you
This
just hit her?
game, this game. Yes, I'm reaching.
Figure.
This game is Hurricane Ian, right?
It's right in its path.
They may move this game to Minneapolis.
So
damn,
neither team
why
has field
Minneapolis?
advantage.
There's so many stadiums they pass just to get to Minneapolis.
Well, they got to be well out of the zone of the hurricane. There should be a half one in there too. Me last night. I did not.
Also, okay, they playing at 8:20. What about the Tennessee Titans stadium? What about?
Oh no, they're fine. They're not in
that's
the
what I'm
path.
saying.
They're not in the
They're
path.
in evacuation zones,
Why
though.
they consider moving it all the way up to Minnesota?
Instead of the Titans, Titans gonna be at Colt.
No, the hurricane will never reach there.
The hurricane will never reach that far, ever. Because if that's the case, then it's in our path. And I'm not too fucking worried about that being a hurricane touching Wisconsin.
Not to mention all of the states surrounding Florida right now are being sanctioned for evacuation zones.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't worry.
I don't know.
I wouldn't worry too much about hurricane getting to Minneapolis. If a hurricane gets to Minneapolis, then
no, you just have to worry about tornadoes.
We are all fucking
day after tomorrow.
Yes, you're talking day after tomorrow bullshit.
That's it.
So
I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers.
I agree. I'm going Tampa Bay.
They're getting Mike Evans back.
That's why.
And I don't know what the Chiefs. Man,
The Chiefs are hit or miss, but
I'm pretty sure they're going to be playing angry.
So is that fart, right?
Yeah,
there.
that's why I'm leaning far the fuck away from you.
Ooh, that was a good one.
And that's why JP is the radioactive.
Is the what? What did he say?
Is radioactive?
Not radioactive. I'm radioactive.
I'm gonna hurt you now.
Leave that for the Imagine Dragons, please.
What do you got, Rayshawn?
I was thinking long and hard about this.
Don't think too long.
That's why I steam something.
I'm gonna go with Kansas City.
Okay.
This is not going to be a clear-cut game in any means. I don't think.
I'm going with the Rams.
How about you let me actually announce the game?
He's talking about week 5.
They got Rams at the 49ers.
Rayshawn, if the Rams and the 49ers play on week 5, I will send you $20.
Really? Okay,
yes. I will send you $20.
Spend it on Mary Kay or Sensi.
Okay, I'll buy you something from Sensi.
They playing. 49ers playing at the at the Panthers.
I said the Rams at the 49ers are playing in week 5.
I know.
I'm going with the Rams in this game. 49ers suck.
I agree, Rams.
Most snap, the Eagles going to have a easy win week 5 against the Cardinals. Okay.
Who's your pick for this week?
Week 4.
Nobody gives a shit about week 5,
Rams, 49ers. I'm just going to go with the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, there's your picks. Now, there is something that I do
You know what? No. I'm going with the 49ers.
Okay. Just kidding, man.
You giddy.
Let me see. What did I bring? What we're gonna talk about?
Something about the hurricane.
Oh, it's in the other one. Oh, well, we talked about Hurricane Ian and the move of the Chiefs and the Buccaneers. I do want to say this. It doesn't affect me personally. We have friends down there, everybody.
Yeah.
I do want to say, please get out of there. Stay safe. Be well. We are thinking about all of you, but if you can get out of there, get the fuck out of there. You don't need to be sitting there because what's more important, your life or your house? Would you rather both be gone? I don't. So, and I know we have some people there, and I get it. I'm not telling you what to do, but please be safe and stay well.
Yep.
The other thing that I wanted to talk about was the Pro Bowl. Note that they're doing away with the Pro Bowl. Now it's just the skills competition.
And flag football.
And flag football. Okay, I did not know that. Flag football? That's fine.
It's already flag football.
I was just going to say.
People, here's the thing. People need to shut the fuck up. This game is not for you. This game is for those guys that worked their fucking ass off for 18 fucking weeks to be the best that they can be. And yes, they put it on TV so that you can watch it out of the fucking kindness of their fucking heart. And these guys are still putting on a show for you, and you can't fucking respect that. All you got to do is shit all over the fucking Pro Bowl. I don't watch the Pro Bowl. I make fun of it. However, let's think about what we're shitting on before we speak. And I usually do think when it comes to this, I do think there is a reason why there is a Pro Bowl, you fucking morons.
For contract incentives.
No. Tim, don't be a fucking troll. All right?
It's fun that way.
All-Star game. Baseball All-Star game. 5 years ago or whatever, or 2 years ago or whatever it was, and I had this argument on Twitter. If you didn't see it, Tim, you had a great time for you to troll.
All the time. I wasn't on Twitter.
Oh no, you would have loved this because they were arguing that at least the All-Star game means something. And I'm like, what does it mean? What does the All-Star mean? What happens when a team wins the All-Star game? Well, the team that wins gets home field advantage. And I said, you do fucking realize that they don't do that anymore. Because it depleted why they play 162 games in a fucking year, right? Yes.
Oh.
Sit down.
Oh, I just love trolling baseball.
No, I know you do. But so the thing is, these guys worked their ass off to make it to the Pro Bowl. And everybody just literally shits all over it like because it means nothing. Not to them. Not to them.
Not
to the fucking players that worked their ass off for 18 weeks to actually be spotlighted and showcased one fucking time.
Yep.
So before you open your fucking mouth about how shitty the fucking Pro Bowl is, think about why you're saying it's shitty. It isn't fucking for you. It's for them. And for them, those guys that worked their ass off for 18 weeks, plus preseason games and the grueling fucking summer heat practices where they're wearing pads and sweating their balls off so that you can yell at them for missing a block. Now, I do the same things, but I understand it. I understand it. Shut your fucking mouth when you're talking about the fucking Pro Bowl. They deserve that spotlight. And just because you don't fucking like it we bitch about this. The internet wrestling community bitches about this all the time. If you don't like something, don't fucking watch it. They don't need you. You're not a
That
true fan.
that's the WWE elite
I'm not
loyal
even
and
talking
the
about. I'm just talking.
AEW.
I'm talking fans in general.
Well,
I
fans in
just use
general.
that. I just use that as an example.
Yeah,
So my thing is, think before you fucking speak. When you shit on a Pro Bowl, yeah, we make fun of it, but I respect the fuck out of every. I guarantee fucking goddamn motherfucking you. If they wanted to, they would light people up in that game, but they have too much respect for everybody else that they're playing with.
yeah.
Just
Some
because people are just so dumb. They're so narrow fucking minded. They're not entertained by flag football. I don't give a
Alpha,
shit what you fucking think.
Alpha. Most of the players who play in the Pro Bowl want to be there. You always have those guys like Brady, Rogers, who have been around for so many years,
Mm-hmm.
who tend to, and Brady and Rogers, in their own right, tend to be
So
playing in the playoffs when the Pro Bowl comes around.
so Brady and Rogers, like he doesn't go to the Pro Bowl. Why? He doesn't need to.
Nope, he doesn't need to.
He
He
doesn't
doesn't.
need to. Is it nice? I mean, what I will say this. I will say this. I wish he would, because because the fans do get a vote on this,
Yeah,
but they don't get the whole vote. Now the All Star game, fans get the vote. Whoever gets the most votes, that's who starts. And
yeah.
I think that personally sucks.
Mm-hmm.
In the Pro Bowl, it's half players and half fans.
Yeah,
And I don't know how they do it, but they do.
I'm not sure either, truthfully.
But they probably like, you know, who wins the fan vote and then who wins the Pro Bowl or the players
Yeah.
vote, whatever. It is what it is.
Yep. At
But
least
don't
they're self-aware and have decided, let's just make it flag football. I mean, everyone calls it that. Let's just make it and get it out of the
and they
way.
did, and Peyton Manning and Eli Manning are going to be running it. I think it'll be fun. I love listening to Peyton and Eli sometimes. They
Yeah,
have
they know
they
football.
make it fun, and it should be a fun time for those guys. As
Yeah.
they work their ass off. If you don't like it, don't fucking watch it. Nobody fucking cares what you fucking think. This isn't for you. It's for the players. And that's the way the NFL should be doing this. It's for the players. It's not for the fucking fans. Get the fucking fan vote and suck it off because they don't fucking deserve a vote. And yes, I'm a fan. I don't deserve a vote. What the fuck do I know? I couldn't do what they do. Let the players vote on that shit.
Oh,
That's
and
what
I
they
don't
get.
know. This is
These guys
for anyone.
play. These guys play against each other.
There we go.
Let them fucking vote. Don't.
Yeah.
We don't need a fucking vote for that shit. If you don't like it, don't fucking watch it. Don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, people. Grow up.
And for sports fans in general, Aaron Judge had a 60% run.
I don't give two fucking shits about Aaron Judge.
I'm just saying for sports fans in general.
Yeah, well,
Exactly.
good for fucking him. He can eat my dick.
Okay, that
now.
works. He's a Yankee, so I agree.
Is he though? I think he's overrated, personally.
Yeah, but I'm just commenting. I'm just.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. But I personally don't care. Aaron
I
Judge
can care
can.
less, anyways. Either.
Aaron Judge can lick my asshole. That's all.
Okay, that works for me. Good night, everyone.
Um. Sorry, Rayshawn. I know you're a Yankees fan, but the Yankees can eat my ass.
Oh, I didn't even hear y'all.
That being said, I think we're pretty much done here. We do have fantasy football. You need to talk about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll get out of your hair.
Wendy.
There you go. There it is.
I was gonna say, is Daddy gonna sit in your lap for a change?
Yep. Here it comes.
Wish.
All right.
So I'm gonna go take care of some things. You all have a great night. This is a Heather thing. You guys stay safe, be well. I mean, I run the league,
All
but
right.
Heather, this is a Heather thing. So
Yep. See you, JP.
Put your cup
Good
right down
night.
in the way. Thank you.
everybody have a great night.
Good night.
Love you. Hop over to the horny goat. Yeah, to the horny goat around 10:30 ish.
You should have named it something different. Which one is it?
This one.
One on the bottom?
Yep, that's the one.
It is 10:30 ish.
No, my
Their
10:30.
time.
Listen, you son of a bitch. So go to
hold on, hold on.
results. You got it. She knows what she's doing. Question I sometimes, but she knows what she's doing.
More so than he does.
Hey, better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Oh, I'll trigger people. It's fun.
Oh dear Lord, gotta get there first, and of course,
Really
we're under league.
overview.
That's just the blowout. Right. Go do what you were gonna do, because you don't care about the shit anyway.
It's not that I don't care. It's just, this is weird.
All right.
Oh my god, I got my ass whooped.
Yes, you did, but you were up against NG, who fucking blew his wad on wide receivers. Biggest blowout of the week, of course, is him
I got my ass kicked.
by a tune of 160-point difference between him and NG.
Damn.
What's the score?
I was getting there.
No,
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
I was just asking.
You're
I
the,
wasn't telling you
you're
to
the
get the
attention
score.
span of Wendy.
The score of that game was 891 to 731, NG winning. Next up, we had Rayshawn beating Chaos Knows No Bounds.
Because I'm
Hey
insane.
now.
756.50 to 682.
At least I scored 700 points.
And Bobbitt's team beating me 786 to 763.75. And Better Call Taylor beating Brendan's legit team 760.550 to 659. This is just for NG's team. My top player of the week was Jamar Chase.
That's him.
That's in Cincinnati, right?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a Bengals player. Oh my fucking god, you need to go take some fucking Gas X. Or stop drinking beer. I don't think anybody has him.
No. If nobody has him, that is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Somebody
You're
has
gonna have to check. I can do it quickly.
Yeah, you're gonna have to because I can only see his and NG's stats for
Oh, you gotta get it.
Who y'all looking for?
I got
Jamar
it.
Chase.
Go to league. And then go to rosters.
NG.
NG.
NG has him.
Yeah.
So that's only top player for your guys' match.
All right. Anybody want to trade so somebody can beat NG?
I think I could beat NG.
There's a player that I'm thinking about trading because he's sucking dick.
Oh,
Low key, I think I'm about to get
Ends
rid
with a
of George
B.
Kittle.
yes, that So I didn't want to go here because it's only showing his shit, but whatever. But yeah, that's the fantasy football so far. Let's get to matchups. I'm taking JP is taking on Brandon's team,
Track.
the Trex team. Uh Chaos knows boat no bounce, taking on Bobbitt's team. Rayshawn and I are going head to head. And Better Call Taylor is taking on NG.
Whose team is that?
That is Cody.
Okay. Good luck, motherfuckers.
Well, so far, Cody is projected to have 829.46 points for this week's matchup.
Yeah, but
So
how many is NG's?
804.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so far, they are the only two teams that are undefeated.
So go to the standings. They have the standings, so you can go to the league. And I know I'm in last place. Overview. Right.
All right, so far in Division 1, you got NG, followed by Bobbitt's team, followed by me, then followed by JP.
Oh, yeah.
And Division 2, shut the fuck up. Division 2, we have Better Call Taylor, Rayshawn, Knows No Bounds, and Brandon's Legit Team. So,
The two guys that are in last place are going head to head. Going to the toilet bowl.
Someone seems like they should go there already.
Hey, keep it up. Everybody makes the playoffs.
I know.
So you just never know.
And Tim, you won the Tough Defense Bronze medal for this week. Your
See?
defense scored a touchdown.
Yay!
So, yeah. Should be an interesting week coming up. Hopefully, everybody picked well.
Let's
And
take your lineups before the game.
Yep.
Oh, excuse me.
Don't forget, head on over to the Horny Goat for some game night action. I believe we are playing Ghost Recon again.
Yay! Connor still can't drive.
I'm so upset.
Well, beg and plead for the afternoon shifts.
Honestly, I don't even think I have to beg him. Well, I can't. Maybe I kind of do because the guy that does the afternoon, he works at a club at night, so he needs the afternoon. He can't come in the morning.
Yeah.
Go to a different Starbucks. Then you take over afternoon for him. Why do you have to come in here?
I'm standing
here. He's going to throw something at you.
But yeah, head on over to the Horny Goat, and we should be getting ready soon to jump in there.
Yep.
Have a good night, and we shall see you next week.
Good luck next week, guys. Have a good night, everybody.
Night.
Good luck.